time in connection to the UGC draft guidelines, Stalin has now returned to centre. It's the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister who's urged the withdrawal of these guidelines, the UGC draft guidelines, which grant governors more control. In fact, the new guidelines, the draft guidelines, in fact, grant the governors more control over appointment of vice chancellors. Stalin now, the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister, has written to the Education Minister. He says that these guidelines are in conflict with the state policy. In fact, earlier as well, the Tamil Nadu Assembly had passed a resolution. Dharani, this is now the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister very clearly writing to the Education Minister that these draft guidelines by the UGC are in direct conflict with the state guidelines.
Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu M.K. Stalin has written a letter, a brief letter to the Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan. So in the letter, he is telling that the draft UGC guidelines are against state rights and federalism. In fact, these guidelines grant governors a broader power when it comes to appointment of vice chancellors in state universities, and the state universities are fully funded by state governments. The state governments given money, they develop and they develop these state universities, but ultimately now the governor has a broader control when it comes to appointment of vice chancellors for these universities. So this is against state rights and this is against the interest of democratically elected state governments, is what the Chief Minister has written in his letter to Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan. So he has also pointed out to several other clauses in the new UGC draft guidelines which he considers as against federalism, and he has urged the union government to immediately withdraw these draft guidelines. So apart from this letter to Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan, Chief Minister has also written a letter to several non-BJP ruled states. In fact, M.K. Stalin has written a letter to the Chief Ministers of New Delhi, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Jharkhand, Karnataka, Kerala, Punjab, Telangana and West Bengal. So these are all states where the India alliance partners are present. These are all non-BJP ruled states, and the Chief Minister in his letter to these states, he has told that similar to the resolution passed in Tamil Nadu Assembly, a similar resolution should be passed in all these state assemblies, citing that the new UGC draft guidelines are against state rights and federalism, and multiple state chief ministers and state assemblies coming in together passing a resolution that will mount pressure on the union BJP government. So in this matter, all the India alliance partners should come together, is what he has written.
Absolutely, Dharani, the UGC draft guidelines, a new bone of contention between the Tamil Nadu government and of course the centre. Will see how this plays out. Appreciate you joining us on the broadcast, getting us all these details. In fact, views on that note, let's slip into a short break. Lots more lined up on the other side. Stay tuned.